Assalamualaikum and good morning to Dr. Muhammad Hanif and Madam Nur Hayanti. My name is Nik Muhammad Asri bin Zainul Abidin from BA 2426A. I have undergoing an industry training at Jabatan Pengairan dan Saliran, Jajahan Kota Bharu in Administration Department. Today, I will talk about a little bit on company background and SWOT analysis of GPS. So I will move the company background of GPS. The Department of Irrigation and Drainage Malaysia, Jabatan Pengairan dan Saliran, known as the Department of Dish and Water Line, Jabatan Parit dan Tali Air, was established in 1956. In 1979, GPT Kelantan moved to a new office at Wisma GPS Jalan Sultan Yahya Petra. In 1990, GPS office in the colony were established until now. The role of GPS, which is responsible under the GPT infrastructure function, has subsequently expanded to several other areas, including water resources management, river and coastal management, flood mitigation, hydrology, and urban drainage. For the mission and objective, for the vision, to be the leader in engineering expertise and in the management of the resources. For the mission, provide engineering expertise and services. Water resources management include basin management, river, coastal zone, as well as flood and drought management integrated to improve the quality of life of the people with ensuring water security and environmental sustainability. For objective, provide engineering services that are beyond the capabilities of the target group and in turn ensure optimal land use and efficient national water management. Here, this is organization structure in GPS Jajahan Kota Bharu. My head of deputy, Mr. Marina American. So I will move to the service provider. Service provider have three, which is first one is mechanical and electrical services division, and then we divided by three, which is operation and management unit. This service encompass all upgrade, maintenance, and repair to current mechanical and electrical equipment maintenance system. For the planning and development unit, this unit is responsible for efficiently developing, planning, management, and monitoring projects. These projects are in the mechanical and electrical field, and they include the development of new machinery, operating system, and electrical and mechanical equipment installation. For the last one is administration or finance and store unit. All financial, clerical, administrative, and costing work is handled by this unit. Furthermore, the department equipment is controlled by purchasers either directly or through quotation and contract. Okay, for the second is river and coastal division. This division is in charge of controlling coastal and river erosion as well as flood management. It focuses on river conservation and management, flood mitigation and coastal zone planning and execution. Okay, for the last one is urban drainage flood mitigation division. First one, organize the planning and implementation of urban drainage program. Second is restructure the MSMA and technical comment regarding application for land development. Third is monitoring the project for physical or financial. And then fourth, prepare a report for physical and financial progress to the state or federal. And the last one is contract a reference team for the appointment and consultants. For the training reflection, actually I have start internship at 1st September 2021 until 5th February 2022. For the working day and time, start from Sunday and Wednesday, we work from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. And the Thursday, we work from 8 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. Okay, for the role and responsibility, first one is entering data. For this task, I need to enter all the data into a specific spreadsheet. The data will be given by the staff. I need to do it based on their instruction as to avoid any mistake, such as data are contractor information, the quotation, new project under GPS, indent and reference number of receipt. For the second is documenting transaction and information in a specific book. For the task, I need to record the transaction manually as there is no system related to it. The information such as the sale of quotation books, receipt reference number, and the office supply purchases need to be recorded in the cash book. Any outflow need to be recorded, especially it is involved with the budget from GPS. The third one is file documentation. For this task, a proper documentation also crucial because it will be audited at the end of the year. All the related transaction and invoice need to be documented in a specific file. The objective of documenting file are to organize, safeguard, classify document, and record as well as to make them accessible. For the fourth is receive, insurance and recording. For this task, another task that have been given to me is to issue the receipt to the contractor and to record it is in a specific book. There are a few rules that need to be followed in recorded. To receive, for example, the data, amount and figures, all the information need to be accurate without any mistakes. Next is handling postal fund. As an internship student under the administration department, I need to handle all the postal fund received from the contractor. The most crucial information given on postal money is the date, amount, and the name of recipient. The postal money was examined multiplied time in order to reduce the number of mistakes that occur. For the last one is compiling employee claim expenditure. The mileage claim is one of the example of claim that always an employee made. In this case, the employee need to give me the evidence, which is the receipt that show the amount that need to be claimed. After that, I need to record in the specific template in Microsoft Excel. Other than mileage, I'll also need to settle the claim of overnight stay. The claim for overnight stay is given to the employee who work beyond office hour, for example, after 5 p.m. or working on weekend. Okay, for the SWOT analysis, I have 2 points for each point, which is strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threat. For the strength, excellent customer service and sufficient financial resources. And then for the weaknesses, I have lack of effective communication and no top management. For the opportunities, I have technology development and then having strong relationship with other organization. And then for the last one is threat. Threat, I have environmental constraint and then pandemic threat. Okay, for the strength, I have excellent customer service. In GPS, we have create a website as for the customer to complain any problem related to their area. As soon as we have confirmed the location, then our engineer will go for a site visit to know deeper about the problem state. Other than that, the website is user-friendly, so customer did not have any problem in using it. For the recommendation on excellent customer service, I suggest that JPS need to promote the website usage as the GPS website is not familiar to all people. This is because there are so many customers that still come to the office in Kota Bharu just to complain any problem that they face. A website is very useful nowadays, since we need to live in the new normal where everything need to be settled online instead to face to face. For the second reason of weaknesses is sufficient financial resources. JPS will not having any problem in order to complete their project based on the budget that have been stated. The company also managed to handle any complaint from local people because they have already have budget on that. Hence, the progress will not be delayed. I recommend for the sufficient financial resources, I think that JPS need to harness internal and external auditor to make sure every record accurate, especially the inflow and outflow of money. Akbara 2004 state that when internal auditor are hired in every business to enable effective prevention and detection of fraud and irregularities, there is a good level of independence and confidentiality of report. I move to the weaknesses. First one is lack of effective communication. The weaknesses in the office that is a lack of communication between technical department and administrative department. They rarely talk to each other, and they will make a task become more harder than usual. So I recommend the lack of effective communication that they need to do frequent meeting. This may help them to brainstorm regarding the budget and so on. Both departments can share their through an idea in order to improve the performance of the company. A good communication will help the company to be more successful when people exchange ideas in the group setting. They might be effective by the sustain as well as the tempo of ideation. For the second point of weaknesses is no top management. As for now, there is no top management in GPS Kota Bharu. No top management. There are so many staff that being absent without any good reason. This might affect the image of the company, and loaded of work will remain undone. For the recommendation on no top management, I think that human resource department need to take an action to prevent absenteeism. When new worker arrive at the firm, leave regulation should be clearly communication to them so that they understand the ramification of taking unplanned absence. For the second last point is opportunities, which is technology development. GPS Kelantan has an official website, portal and the website applications. GPS Kelantan also use its own social media platforms such as Facebook and Twitter. This can help the public to get the latest information from GPS such as flood information and also information about the latest quotation or tender sale advertising. For recommendation on technology development, I will recommend GPS Kelantan to make improvement in utilizing their website, for example, keep updating social media such as Facebook and Twitter about the latest news from time to time, so that people will be more aware of the flood that happen in certain area. It will also help people to keep updated about the tender sale schedule for a certain project. From this point, I will avoid the uncertainty in the event of the spread of false information. For my second point, which is having a strong relationship with other organization. From my observation, GPS constantly connected with Jabatan Kerja Raya Jajahan Kota Bharu, since they are both placed in the same colony. From my recommendation, Jabatan Pengairan dan Saliran Jajahan Kota Bharu is suggested to maintain and enhance the relationship between other organization. GPS and Majlis Pembandaran Kota Bharu (MPKB) must collaborate to produce a plan to prevent flood. MPKB, GPS and JKR have played important roles to accomplish flood mitigation project, where GPS is lead agency responsible for carrying out the project. The benefit of collaboration between organizations create innovation of program and reinforce one another. This can be achieved by combining skill, knowledge and experience of many organizations. For the last one is threat, which means environment constraint. Jajahan Kota Bharu responsible for controlling flood around the Kota Bharu district. During the monsoon season in November to March, GPS received many complaints from local residents regarding flood that occur in their area. Recommend for the environment constraint, I would like to recommend that GPS and any other organization, government and other government organization working together to emphasize illegal logging activity and impose a appropriate fine on the perpetrator. This can prevent clot drain due to pile of garbage, can be prevent flash flood if there is heavy rain. For my second point is pandemic threat. There is a strong possibility that the government will change back to the previous phase in the near future, as there is a threat of a new variant of COVID-19, Omicron, and an increase in the number of positive cases. For my recommendation on pandemic threat, I will recommend that to GPS Kelantan to use the software AnyDesk, which help staff to access their computer at the office from home. And then it can lessen challenge the staff face. AnyDesk was a software as remote desktop, which enables staff to access their office via internet connection. It was designed to work in real-time command and remote screen for a better experience. For my conclusion, overall I can say that my 6-month experience had a significant influence on me. The internship was an excellent learning opportunities and should be continued for generation. I identified my strengths and weaknesses, and I know that I am capable for working under pressure, since administration department is not my main area during internship. I gain new skill and knowledge, and I meet a lot of new people that are very positive in working environment. Other than that, many of my learning goals were satisfied. I also received many fresh information and experience regarding the administration department that is vastly different from what I was taught in university. Furthermore, meeting new people that are older than me provide me with fresh experience. Following that, since GPS are more focused on the budget for every construction, I realized that financial management, as it in many organizations, is a critical component of project success. The organization can survive for a long time with superior financial planning and vice versa. I think that's all from me. Thank you.